So we have a new acting county judge. His name is Kacal. We know him. Kyle, how you doing this morning?
Man, I'm great, Scott.
All
It's nice to sleep in my own bed every night.
And the foolishness at Austin that's going on, yeah, I'm sure you don't miss that too much.
Wait, there's a special session?
Yeah, and they're trying to leave the state again, right? They've done that before.
Hey, they've got a tough job ahead of them, and I hope they get it done.
Yep. Well, you've got quite a job ahead of you. You've stepped in as the now acting county judge of Brazos County, and this is an interesting situation. There's been turnover on the court recently, and you've been in the news a lot with the East Loop situation. And I think that probably, I don't think elected boards do things in the dark of night. I think that they allow people to know about it, but it's not until a certain group moves forward, and the people, the East Loop group, if we will,
Correct.
Brought this to the forefront, the question that they had about concerns about a new road in their part of the county. And they came to court, and they came to court regularly, and they came to court vocally. And all of a sudden, we saw a new dynamic between the citizens of Brazos County and the county court. So tell us a little bit about that and how you, as you stepped into that situation.
Absolutely. So I'm finishing my tenure as a state rep. I've already retired, and this hits about 8-9 months ago, and I get a call from the folks on the east side that do not want this loop coming through their backyard. So I approach and visit with them and give them some advice. Then we have a big meeting at Bryan High School, and by that time we have 2 new state reps, Paul Dyson and Trey Wharton, and it's good to hand off the battalion to those guys in that situation, because it was a good conversation that night, a lot of information, but what led to that was just not a good job of marketing by the county. And I'm going to say we didn't lay it out and roll it out right. And so there was a lot of confusion. But this is what local government is about, working with our citizens and finding a path forward. We all know we're growing. Brazos County is a great place to be. It's one of the best places in the world to raise your family. I think anybody that has an Aggie ring that says 1980 and above is trying to figure out a way to move here. And I don't blame them. We've got incredible arts, and there's this thing called sports. Hopefully we will have a great
It'll be better
fall.
next time, yeah.
Absolutely. Elko, we're excited. We're ready to go. But we got everything we needed out of the study from Quiddity. I can't say it enough. Quiddity did an incredible job of doing the research to help us understand the growth on the east side. And we will put all those numbers together and get that information out to the people. That being said, there is a need for an updated thoroughfare plan with our partners, the City of Bryan, the City of College Station, working with Texas A&M, and I'm committed to doing that in a transparent way to make sure from this day going forward. I hope that I get to come on the radio with you periodically. I hope my commissioners get the opportunity. Brazos County is doing some incredible things, and we need to be open, transparent, and be able to tell our stories and have that conversation with our citizens.
But at least based on a newspaper article, because I was out of town, a newspaper article I read having to do with the citizens' interactions, that they would come to court, ask a question, want to get an answer, and they were basically told, well, we're going to decide what we answer, and if you have a follow-up question, you'll have to wait till the next meeting of the court to do that. That's not a very good way to be communicating. Are you going to address that?
We will. Statutorily, that is not how a commissioner's court is run. So for us to have a civil debate and work with our citizens, we need to have workshops. And I am in the process of working through that with our team at the county to make sure everybody in the county understands our rules of engagement and how we can perform. So we're working on the new process to make sure that commissioners know how to put an agenda item on our agenda for court every Tuesday. We're working with our commissioners and our team to make sure they and our citizens understand what is necessary for us to have a workshop and what merits that. And so, in my opinion, we will start working toward workshops. We're looking at a hybrid system of court dates. We're one of few courts that meet every week, which is fine. And we're glad to do the work, and that's what we're there for. But if we have a hybrid system during the fall and maybe the summer where we can have an open week to have a workshop where people can attend, that's the hard part. When do we do these workshops? Do we do it in the morning? Do we do them after work? We know it's a lot. For us, we're employees of the county. We're ready to be there anytime, but it doesn't do us any good to have that workshop if the citizens can't be there with us.
Sure. That means you have to take action as a court to do that. And is that going to happen? Is that on some sort of an agenda down the road?
Well, let's look at the good news. I gladly accepted this job from my good friend Judge Peters, who I am prayerful for and hoping for a speedy recovery. 2, I walked into the East Loop at a fun time. I think we made the right decision today and for going forward. 2, it's budget time. So we're knee deep in the budget. As you know me, state rep, rancher, running around doing what I need to do. This is the first 8 to 5 job I had, and it's not 8 to 5. It's 7:30 to 8 sometimes. But more importantly, September is the time that the court will put out our calendar for the next year. So the timing is perfect to start working on those dates, come up with a system for our hearings and opportunity to have workshops. And so over the next I guess it's already August.
Yeah.
We will put that together over the next 30 days and put that in a court date and following Tuesday, and we will work with the citizens to put out. One of the things I've asked all the citizens that come, whether what issues they're concerned about, is you have an opportunity to testify every week, but we don't get a lot of written testimony. I'm housebroke, as they say,
Yeah.
and it's nice to get those comments ahead of time and work with them and where we can respond. So when we get to court, those comments are focused and pointed at exactly what's on the agenda, and we can come to a good resolution. And I will say this, the citizens' input is very impactful, and you can look at the votes from the last 3 courts that I've been able to have the gavel at. They have been very insightful and impactful, and we're glad to have them.
So the other thing, 60 days ago, 90 days ago, we were hearing DOGE was going on in Washington. They talked about it a little bit in Austin. The idea of looking at the way this functions, where the money goes, how it's used, the people involved in that, is there some look that this court is going to take as you get ready to prepare a budget?
It's come up many times, and yes, why not? But we are very carefully watching what our colleagues in the state legislature are doing. Obviously, we're stuck in a special session where the focus is on emergency management, redistricting, and what's that, THC? Is that what they're worried about?
Yeah.
So I will continue to work with my former colleague that ran the DOGE program for the state. I will reach out to him in his office and follow up, and then we'll make suggestions based on where they're going and what we'll be able to do here at the county level. But I think talking to Commissioner Watson, Commissioner Brown, Commissioner Collar, and Commissioner Nettles, they all want open and transparent meetings. There's nothing to hide. We want to have a better relationship, and that's why all 4 of those individuals ran. And it's why I work and run for and was glad to step in, is because I'm here to help Brazos County be better.
College Station City Council last week saw a pretty extensive presentation on I'll just call it a C center because it could be a conference center, it could be a convention center, whatever. The mayor, Brian Bobby Gutierrez, was in here yesterday. He used the letters ILA, okay? And the ILA that Bryan College Station and Brazos County was part of that made the biomedical corridor, I think was a really crucial thing. What kind of information have you gotten from the city of College Station having to do with a conference center or convention center?
I have not been in that conversation yet. I have a meeting planned, I think, next week with both mayors. I'm actually meeting with the city managers today, so I will get up to speed. Like I said, I hit this with all 4 feet running and ran into a couple big brick walls that I think we have torn down together, and Brazos County is in a better place to conduct business and move forward. So I'm looking forward to my meeting with Mayor Nichols soon.
All right. Anything else this morning?
No, just be patient with us. We're on the right track. We are blessed to live in Brazos County, and with your help out there, we will make this community the best place to live.
All right, there you go. Acting County Judge Kyle Kacal. Thanks for the time this morning.
Thanks, Scott.